Hello everyone, my name is It's Blitz, and today on my third episode of my best weapon series I'm going to talk about the SMGs. Previously I talked about the shotguns and also about the assault rifles, so please check it out on the annotations on the screen. It really helps me a lot and the videos are just amazing, so please check it. So I'm going to talk about the SMGs, and as you can see it on the screen, I'm going to talk about the PDW-57. It's quite an awesome SMG, and in this gameplay in particular, I end up with an awesome score, 50-65, quite cool, 11 plus KD, and so I actually enjoyed playing with this one. And the actual fun thing about this is that I wasn't using the PDW, I had no class with the PDW, and I just decided, okay, I'm going to try this weapon. And I was completely mind blown by this weapon. It's completely crazy, it's highly overpowered, and in my opinion it's the best SMG, and I'm going to say the reasons why. So first of all, the enormous thing in favor of this weapon is the enormous, again enormous, the enormous ammo capacity in this weapon. You can have like 50 bullets inside each mag, and that's quite cool for an SMG. Of course, that's awesome also because it has a high fire rate, and so that helps because you waste a lot of bullets. But that high ammo capacity really helps you a lot, especially if you get inside a house and you have a lot of people to kill at once, and so you don't have time to reload, so kill them all with just one mag, and so it's quite awesome because of that. So, the second reason why I chose this weapon is about its awesome range. It has a good range, in my opinion it's the second best range in the class. I think the only weapon that actually beats this weapon in range is the MSMC, and it was actually the weapon that I was doubtful about, so am I going to choose the PDW or the MSMC, and I end up choosing the PDW, and so actually I think I chose well, but the MSMC is quite a good alternative. But first of all, let's talk about the attachments I use. I use grip because it really helps me in terms of range and also about the accuracy while aiming down the sights, and so that's always a good thing, especially in an SMG where you have low range and high fire rate, and so it's a cool thing to use, and in my opinion is just awesome in an SMG, and in this one it suits it perfectly, and it's actually a must-have for this weapon. The second attachment that I use is the laser sight. Okay, you can use the quick draw and also, but I use the laser sight, and I'm going to explain why. Because when you enter a room and it's full of people, or you end up in front of a lot of people, you need to react a lot faster. And the laser sight, you just need to shoot, you know, with the laser sight. You don't need to aim, and so it's a perfect situation to use it, especially in SMG where you have to rush and you have to move towards your enemy, and so you end up in some close situations sometimes, and so the laser sight is quite a good option. In the gameplay, I actually one time I get on that rooftop of that building, and I end up seeing a guy on the window, and I'm like completely panicking, and I kill him just without aiming, and so it's quite good for that. It's quite cool, and that's why I use it. The perk tree that I use with this class, it's actually like dexterity, and I think the PDW, it's really good with dexterity. Every niche SMG is good with dexterity, because the SMGs just give you, I don't know, a completely free way for you to move. You know, they are a lot lighter, and so it's really easy for you to run a lot faster, especially if you do as I do, and I use lightweight, and so you move a lot faster, and especially with SMG you move even faster, and dexterity really helps you to react and to point, use your aims a lot faster after running, and so dexterity is really a must-have, and in my opinion is one of the best perks to use with SMGs alongside lightweight. Especially I use lightweight. Actually, I use two perks, lightweight or ghost, but ghost, you know, ghost just limits your movements, and I actually don't use it that much, but I think in this gameplay I used it. It really helps you a lot, especially if you're not a camper. So, moving on, why this weapon and not the other ones? Well, let's start with the MP7. The MP7 was really overpowered in Modern Warfare 3. And some guys were just thinking, okay, the MP7 is going to be overpowered again, and the MP7 is going to be overpowered again, and I'm going to use it in Black Ops 2, and blah, 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 blah. But that's not like it. Actually, the accuracy sucks in the MP7. The MP7 is rubbish, in my opinion. And you know what? I think the MP7 just got what it deserved after Modern Warfare 3, because Modern Warfare 3 is completely overpowered. And now it's just a normal SMG, not that much of an overpowered weapon, and so way to go. So the second SMG, the Vector, it has an enormous fire rate and an enormous accuracy, so for an SMG to have that fire rate and that accuracy, that's something to think about. It's a cool weapon, and especially if you're aiming for those long shots with an SMG, I would really advise you to use the Vector. And so, in my opinion, is the second best SMG. Is the second that I use, and in my opinion, it's quite cool. But you know, the PDW is better. So for the third one, the MSMC, I think the MSMC is quite cool. It's really similar to the PDW, but I think that the higher fire rate that the PDW has and the higher ammo capacity just I think it blows away the MSMC. I think the MSMC is a cool weapon, but the PDW is just better. And but you know, it's just if you want to use the MSMC and if you prefer the MSMC by its design or something like that, use the MSMC, but in my opinion the PDW is better, and I don't get along with the MSMC that well, so... So the fourth one, the Shicom or the Kicom, or basically that SMG with 3-round bursts. It's quite a cool weapon, and it's quite surprising to have a burst SMG. It's always good to have new things, and it really helps you if you want to have long-range shots because of the burst in you. Even if it don't have that good accuracy when you shoot a lot of bursts at once, but if you shoot 1 or 2 bursts at a long distance, and if the enemy is already weakened, you can kill him, you know, and so it's a good weapon for long range. And it always happens with assault rifles. That happens as well. Especially the burst weapons are good because of that. Also the single fire ones, but this burst SMG in particular, it's quite cool if you want those long range and also close range quick kills. If you use the laser sight, for example. So I use it sometimes, but as it is a burst one, I'm not used to it. So the last one, the Scorpion, I think it's the worst SMG ever. No, it's not. It's just the worst in Black Ops 2. Because of its high fire rate and damage. Well, it's a really good option to close combat situations, but you know what? I really don't like it because of the range. The range is ridiculous. You can only kill people that are really close to you, unless you use like quick grip or something like that. That helps you a lot, but you know, in my opinion, is really the worst shot, really the worst SMG on Black Ops 2, and so don't use it. So that was basically it. Please check out my Black Ops 2 walkthrough and also my Far Cry 3 walkthrough, and also subscribe to get more Black Ops 2 content every week. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like rating. That's basically it. As you can see in the gameplay, I still get to another stealth chopper, and so that's pretty awesome. So that's basically it, and I'm out.